Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and today we're going to do some more on the beading, okay? Now, I've been working on these today. It's really been a bit of a tricky thing because I've got, all my beads got mixed up and I had to sort those out. I've made 4 of these and I decided I wanted to do 5. And I didn't finish this one because I want to show you a few things that have happened to me while I was doing this. Ended up with it way too short. Sometimes one was shorter than the other one, so I'm going to show you what to do in that case. I've actually really made a mess of my hands here. Anyway, it's alright, they're not hurting, they're just a little bit squished or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to keep going with this. So I've got up to doing 6. So I've only got two rows of 6 to do, this is what the second one. Okay, so I'm going to show you this now. Right, so when you're doing it, you need to just get your pieces of wire and lay them back together. When you go through one, because you're going through one, because I showed you this on the previous video how to do this, okay? So you're going through one piece of wire, then you're going to go back through this other piece of wire here. So lay them both down together like that, as flat as you can, and this is the easiest way I found of getting them to go along on both pieces. So you're threading, you're keeping them next to one another and you're threading that through, and if you get a pair of pliers, a pair of tweezers I've got, or pliers, you just pull it through like that, okay? And that will work for you, except in some cases where Sonya has made a little bubble in the wire and it's really hard to get through, but I've got it, so we're not going to panic, okay? So we're going to pull that one through. So we've got that. Okay, now we're going to do 5 and then 3, and then we've done this one. So what we did was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 sets of 6, and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are really small bead that I'm doing this with because I wanted to because of what I'm making, but I'm just going to put this on my my quilt, I think, this piece, so I'm hoping to do that anyway if I can get it to go on there. It's not actually going to be a quilt now. For a start, it's going to be a wall hang to start with because I won't have enough time to make a quilt before August, so I'm putting it, and then I'm going to make it bigger after, okay? So be 6 panels or 8 or 6 panels. I've started on doing 4. I'm working on 4 at the moment. I haven't got very far with the last one, of course. The first one's nearly there. Second one's on its way. I mean, I've just got to keep persevering with it. I don't mind because I'm really enjoying doing it actually. But then I have other plans as well of things that I want to do for the show, which is like a, a fair or something where we go there and we exhibit our work and people judge it and stuff like that, okay? So that's at the beginning of September. So I've got 5. Now, just say for example, Sonya made a little mistake when I was doing this, right? And when I cut the wire, I didn't keep them both level like I have this time. But if you do that and you've got one shorter than the other one, right, so there's one back down here, thread your shortest one first, and then you can put this other one through. It'll go, the long one is easier to work with. The shortest side first. If that happens to you, just do that. This one I managed to get through okay. So I was pleased about that. So I'll just get hold of this, pull it through. If you get a pair of pliers, I might be using mine behind me. I don't know why I won't turn around there and get them. I'm just been, and then I'll just push them together like that into the centre as much as I can and twist them around like so, okay? Now this one I cut a really long piece of wire because I kept getting shorter and shorter and shorter, so, well, not too far now, so, but anyway, so I'm going to put these back in here. One of these days I'll go through that and sort them out because I had to sit here with the spoon and dip them out and pick out the little ones that I wanted to use because they've got mixed up because of the box. It's all, there's too much room in the top of it or something because they're sneaking through to the other side. But anyway, I've got a few of them on the table. Let me pick these up. Small spoon we did. I had a nice little tiny wooden one here one day, but we'll just get what we get. Okay, so that was the white one that I did, and I really liked that. So, did I do any more? Don't remember. But anyway, we were working on these today because this was what we were going to do for our beadwork today. And I'm sorry, but I do have to get a drink of water. And my foot's gone to sleep. Well, that's not good. I better wake up. I'm busy. Time for sleeping. Okay. I must have it sitting on my nerve thing. Anyway, let's see this. Now, I wanted to put it onto here. I think it's this one. I do. I'll have a look. You can put yours on wherever you like. I'm going to put mine here. Okay. Now, you probably haven't seen that bit yet I'm doing. I don't know if you've seen that bit yet, but it will be coming up on here eventually, what I did there. So I've got to twist this around. I probably needed to use the pliers, you know. It doesn't matter if you don't have them both really long because that's not going to be a thing. Let me see, can I reach? Yeah, it's round the other way. I'll spin round this way here and get a pair of pliers out of this. Probably. Okay, what can I see? Righto. So be careful not to break your wire. Well, I must say that I did a lot of struggling with mine and I never broke it, so that was good, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to do it now, does it? It doesn't mean a thing. I need it to be like that, see? Another bit. That bit twisted up good, and this bit here is twisted up good. Now, because this is good, this is a good thick bit, right? I've got a nice thick piece. I think I can put this on here. I hope so, because that's my plan. Okay. Righto. Now I'm going to make a hole. Actually, there's the little spoon I was using too. I should put that. You can't do that, Sonya, because then you're going to have stuff everywhere. I'm going to get my awl out. This is not one I usually do with my books because it's too thick up the top there, but it makes a good hole for doing this sort of thing. So you want to push it down in there, and we're going to put the wire through. Okay. And fold that back underneath there, righto? Now do another one. If you can still see where the hole is, keep your wire and then fold your wire back under there. I don't know if you went ahead and made some of these, but it's up to you whether you do more or do whatever you like with them. I just want to do a centre, which I haven't figured out yet what that's going to be. I'll just give this a little bit of a, manoeuvre about a bit, see if I can get a bit more in there. Right, there's another one. Push it back. Hang on to them if I decide to fall out. That one. Push it in there. Come on. Back, and there's the next one. It's a bit long, I might cut these off. Use those little scissors, alright, don't use me good ones. Okay, so that's that one. Might have got caught on somebody because he's not pushing through very good. Go through there, you. Righto. Further. Not working. Maybe I'm going to have to fasten each one down as I put it in there. So which one is this here? This is it. Is that one? I've got here. Yep. I'll need a piece of thread on a bit of a needle. Hope this is going to be enough thread. So we've got that one going that way, and we're only going to pick up the thread either side. I mean, don't go through to the front, just pick up your wire. Just go over the top of your wire, really, that's all you want to do. Just go over the top of the wire. I might need it to be I'm going to wrap it around it actually, and go back through under there. Alright. Now I've got that bit caught. Have I? Sure that went round there, it did too. Now something's going on here. I haven't got both these pieces. This is what happened when I made them too short, see, mate, so I can't get it through there nicely. This part here's annoying me. Why is it not going through here? Might be caught on a piece of the fabric. Let's try this again. We'll take that one out and that one. Which one have I got sewn on? Now I don't know. Hang on a minute. We'll get it through if it's... I'll take them back through. One more here that's not right. Now we're going to connect them as we go, and that way we're not going to have an issue with it then later, okay? Right, so it's not very stable that yet. Let's just do this again. Let's just do this again. A piece of thread. So we need to put that right down in there as far as it will go, because you want it up to the beads. Then you need to turn this back underneath where your beading will be, alright? Cut it off because it's too long. Where did that needle go? Here, and the thread is here. Maybe I'll get something a bit thicker. Might do it with this one. So I need to hold it in there so it's not going to go anywhere, okay? Got all these bits in with me. I'm trying to do this. I've got everything in my road. It's all right. Nobody panic. We'll be fine. I'll make sure I don't go too far with this and get it cut off. Right, so we've got that one, and we're going to stitch that down by going through the piece of calico around the wire a couple of times, like that. Okay. Pull it down and go this side. Go back over this side. We do not want it going anywhere, okay? Nowhere at all. So there, we got that one. Hope it's not pulling at the front. It's not. Okay, so there's one there. You need to look, it's secure now. So this one here, I've only got a tiny bit of wire on, right at the top of this. So there, where that is, it's a tiny bit. So I'm going to have to push that down in there. Try not to make your hole too much bigger. A minute, where are we? Over here somewhere. Not going to be too hot today, I don't think, either. I didn't think... Oh, it's only going to be 30, I think. That's good. It was 38 the other day. That was a bit rude. It wasn't too bad, though. I was inside. Although I did go out for a while. But that was yesterday, no? Oh, I can't remember now. The days are just going into one another flat out here. And going too fast, too, if you ask me. Don't bet anybody else, but mine are flying along really fast, my days. I've been in it. I got up this morning, well, off the chair in the lounge room. 8:15, I thought, no, 8:45, I thought, to come into this room. On my way, I went to the bathroom and came in here, and I looked at the clock, and it was 9 o'clock, and I said to Jeremy, So clocks must be wrong. I can't, because... oh dear, I don't know, I must be slower today than I thought I was, Because it was right. It was right. So, there's the pliers. Get that bit there. I'm going to pull it through without wrecking things, I hope. That little one there, I need him. Yeah, I got it. It's okay. Nobody panic. It's going back that way over there. Yeah? Turn it back over there. Right. That little tiny bit there, you've got to keep him in line. Keep him with you. Now go over here. And go some stitches. I should one stitch and then I should wrap it round, shouldn't I? Please try not to pull everything out of shape, Sonia, while you're doing this. I got it. I have got it. Nobody panic, I have got it. This way. Right. Cut that off a bit. Well, I won't take it back too far. That's about the same as the other one. Righto. So there's two on there. Okay. Now. Oh, you got to be kidding me. They've got to be all here somewhere. There's one here. I hope that Marvin's bringing me my ribbon. I did send you Daphne, I sent you a link to where to get the silk ribbon from. Yeah, he's bringing it up to the door. He does that. I think he did. Jeremy went out there. Sometimes he brings it to the door. A parcel, if there's a parcel. I've got some thimbles too on order that I got. I had to get some. Couldn't buy ones here like I wanted, so I had to send. Oh, they come from Victoria somewhere. I'm going to make this hole. I'm trying not to make it too big. I just want to get in there. Righto. Turn these back this way. Okay. Now, I'm going to wrap it around it. Maybe it was my husband's parcel. He didn't bring it in here, so it mustn't have been mine. Must be Jeremy's parcel. That's okay. He gets some seeds sometimes he buys for his garden. Got that one. Okay. Because this is going to be a wall hanging, these dimensional parts will look really good on here, I think. And that's what I'm working on this bit here. That's why that needle's there, but got a bit to go on it still. That'll look good. Don't you think that looks really cool? Okay, so now we're going to put another one in. I'll try the short one in now. I'm going to try and make this a little bit better twisted, so it'll... I can't believe I did it with this tiny bit of wire, but I did. I couldn't understand why I cut it so short, but I never measured it, you know. If you measure it, then you'll know if you got one too short. I think I started out with that one. And where's this hole? I don't want to make it too much bigger. I want to be nearly in the same place. I brought it over a tiny bit. So we're going to have something in the centre. I don't know what that is yet. I've got to work that out when I finish this. And that's okay. I think I can manage that all right. Okay, so that one goes back up over this way. Right. Let's do that one. Put it back underneath where your little pedal is. I'll stitch this one on here. Okay, that's very good. I'm nearly going to cut that off. Don't you cut that off, son. You've got one more to go. Right. Should be able to go down in there. I hope we're still in the shot. I love these colours together. They're amazing. Oh, look at that. That just went in there like that. Very good. Make sure you got it pulled right down in there though, which I don't have at the time for the time being. I'm going to turn it back far enough. It's going to go right down. I'm going to twist this together right to the end of it there, like this. Oh, that looks good. Okay, right, so we're going to push that back that way. Get the needle and thread, come here, wrap it around in there and pull it right down to the end there, so you got hold of it. You got to have hold of it, it's an important thing. I'm going to actually glue something on the back of this before we go much further, because after I get the middle bit in, because so I won't keep getting caught on the wire or well, it's down to nearly being finished this one anyway, but I'm going to have to put a bit of something over the top of it to keep it from getting stuck on things, okay? And then there will be all, the whole thing will have stuff on the back of it anyway, but to make sure all the stitches stay where they're supposed to be. Okay, now, you can manoeuvre it a bit if you want to, you know, just get it into a bit of a shape. Doesn't that look delicious? Look at that. So that must be finished there on the back. Must be finished. So I can cut that back a lot further if I want to, but I might do. I'll just put another stitch in there, but I need to do the middle bit now. And I don't know whether to tell you just to put one single bead, whether to bead something to put in it or not. I hadn't thought about that. I mean, you imagine working away trying to get it done, because I wanted to show you how to put it on something. That's how we put it on. Okay. So, now, something sort of fluffy-ish would look good in that, wouldn't it? If there's a word, fluffy-ish. Yeah, I need to put something over this, but I need to fix the middle first. Now let me see, what can I put in the middle of it? Okay, I've got no idea, unless I do some turkey work in the centre of it. Here's my book here with stuff in it. We have this, I don't know if it's got any bead in it, does it? May do. Don't think so though. Middles. Fluffy bits for middles, any middle bits? Right, oh I know, I've got an idea. I have an idea. Goodness. But, where are they? Or do I have to make one? Might have to make one. That's too big, isn't it? You think that's too big? I can put a smaller one in there, couldn't I? I have them in a box. Took the box out of here though because I was doing something else with it, so they're not in the box now. No, they're not. That's not it. It's the wrong thing. The box is probably under here somewhere, so I can't find it. Aha, here it is. Look, found it. Isn't this exciting? Got all these done already. Look at me go. Okay, so you know how to do these two, don't you? I wonder what that's going to look like in there. Oh, isn't that going to be delicious? Except I think it's clashing too much with the other thing. Let me smaller. I thought I put some smaller ones of these in here, but I mustn't have done. Still on the lookout for smaller beads, I am. See, this is still beading because there's a bead in there. And this is one with ribbon on it. I think I like the orangey sort of one on there. This is nearly like an onion, look. See? And there's one of those, that's a sort of one of those, a gumnut. I'll put the orange one, green one in. No. The yellow one. I think the orange one. I have a collection. That's probably because I've done videos on all of these while they're there. Okay, so what do you reckon I'll put that in there, eh? That's lovely. I love it. Now we need to have bead needle because we're going to put some beads on first before we push it down through there. These are neat. I think they might be too small. I might have put a hole in on there because they'll keep disappearing in the hole. What about these? I'll put the blue. That's delicious. Isn't it nice? Oh, I need to put a bit of thread on that, Sonya. Bit of thread with that. I'll go with this piece here. Just so happens I have the right sort of colour. I'm going to put blue in there because I can. It's all right. Bead needle. Make yourself one of these. Made those out of thread. How long ago to show you them? Oh, I hope there's a video there somewhere close by when I did that. I did a video on those ones there, so you can do the, and that's my crazy patchwork one, which is probably going up after this, so maybe it's only be a day away, so don't panic, it'll be fine. I'm going to put a few beads in this first. I'll go up through the bottom and throw some, make sure you've got a knot in that, and just go back through there, pick up a bead, go back through the centre, and back up through the top. I nearly didn't do that. Now I've got to catch something as I'm going down through here to make sure it stays in there, okay? And go back up through the top, go up the side so you pick up some of the thread on that orange bit, okay? On the orange thing. I don't know what sort of flower this is, but he's gorgeous, isn't he? Yeah, he is, yeah. I like it. We're tangled up. Don't tell me I didn't go back up through the top before. Have I come from the... Oh no, good. Thank goodness for that. Okay, so that's going to go in there. Is that all right? Let me see. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't mind that at all, and I'm just going to stitch it underneath here through a bit of this thread. So it's not going to go anywhere because I'll thread the bead through the hole in a minute, through the centre of the bead thing. Rightio. Cut that off so you can't see it. Get yourself a needle. Here's one. Thread this through here. Like so. Oh, look at that, I've got both of them. Best if you have them both the same length, it's a lot easier to do, I tell you now. So just push that down through there, pull it out, have yourself with the wire in the process of doing that. You think that might be too big for that? Maybe. Maybe not. Do that? You think I need something smaller? I can do a smaller one because I found some that, remember those little brown ones I had, and I covered those with, I wonder what I did with them. I won't fasten on because we'll think about it, eh? Because I think I need to think about whether I've got them. I need to get a bit smaller ones, and I don't know. There is some out there because I had some, and I cannot find them for the life of me. I cannot find them anywhere. You know, these clear ones are still a bit too big. If I had something that size to put on there, maybe that would be better, would it? Yeah, maybe. Anyway, so that's what I need just to do, okay? So just like that, okay? Now, I don't know if we've got anything else prepared for today, but I'll have to be going off looking for things everywhere. What other beaded things can we do? I think that looks nice. I like that, and I think that, you know, it's a little bit high, but so are they. And it's not really that that's concerning me, it's the size of the thing. But I think that looks awesome myself, and I'm doing these, what's the names on there? I'll just have to see if I can find a smaller bead to put in them. I'm going to do the same thing with it. I just want to find a smaller bead. I'm going to have to go through me boxes over there and see what I can see, because I'm sure I can get something littler. Put in the centre of it, it'll look better, I think. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you can get yours on there, you know, just as nicely. And then we're going to put, when I finish deciding on the centre, I'm going to stick something on there, so I'll show you that. This is the last one that I've just put together the other day, a couple of days ago, yesterday. That's the next one. Still got some here. We've got work on both of these. Oh no, there goes my leg off my body person. Why did I put that out there? Oh goodness. So I've got that one that I'm still working on, and that one that I'm partly working on. So we're on our way. We're on our way there. We've got 4. I think the last one I'm doing is a little bit big, I think. I don't know. So I think I've overdone it, so I'm going to make sure I keep right away from the edge on everything on this last one I cut out. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.